Hey guys, I am Katie from It's a Creek Farm. In today's video, I'm just going to do a quick overview of the tomatoes and peppers that we have chosen to go in our garden this year. Because we have a lot of things going on, and we had a big thing that was going to be happening, but it fell through. But when we had to order seeds and do all the planning, we were still planning on this big thing. And I cannot tell you what it is. I'm sorry. Maybe someday, but at this point I can't. But we were going to, that was going to take up a lot of our time and energy. And so we decided to not do as many tomatoes and peppers and cut way back on everything this year. So with that said, we are way back on what we originally did, but I still have a wide variety of tomatoes and peppers that I want to show you. We have this Ozark giant pepper. They are bell peppers and they are giant. They turn from green to red. Didn't want anything fancy, just wanted some big peppers. And those will be great for stuffing. And it'll be nice to have just one type of bell pepper this year. Now for our hot peppers, last year we had tons of serrano and jalapeno. We had a few Hungarian wax. And so I am just going with this one here for a couple of reasons. Was that sometimes people would come in and they would think they were picking lunchbox peppers, which are the small bell, and they were actually picking serrano or jalapeno. Or when, like, my parents were cutting up all the peppers, my dad would just be cutting, and then all of a sudden they'd get mixed with the bell peppers. And so then they had some very spicy food and didn't realize it till they were about to eat. So this jigsaw is multicolored small peppers, and they have multicolored plants and leaves. So that should help differentiate in the high tunnel or wherever we're going to plant these, that they are different. It says leaves are multicolored in tie-dye patterns of lavender, cream, violet, seafoam, and forest green, making it one of the most beautiful peppers. Short, stocky plants produce small, plum-colored fruit, and about as spicy as a jalapeno. Great in containers, borders, or beds. So, I wanted something that was probably not as spicy as serrano. So, I'm hoping that these are a little less spicy so we can use more in dishes. And then also, I did not plant nearly as many so that we don't have this overload of hot peppers again, because we like hot peppers, we just don't like that many. So that's all I'm doing for peppers this year. I'm just doing the two varieties, just doing bell and jigsaw. And then for tomatoes, we have 3 new ones and 1 tried and true. A lot of my tried and true did not make the list, and I feel horrible about that because they really are my favorites. But I wanted to pick one favorite, and then I'll walk you through the thought process as I show this. So my favorite, my kid's favorite, was the Brad's Atomic Grape. Certain family members absolutely hate that tomato, and Owen likes this tomato, but he has a hard time remembering when it's ripe. He's watched my videos a million times. I literally show him when he comes down to the high tunnel, but he just never remembers, and I suppose he probably doesn't pick them enough. It's not a priority of his because he's not the gardener of the family. That's me. And so that's fine. He can save his brain storage for more important things than how to tell if your Brad's Atomic Grape tomato is ripe. So moving on, this is the tomato that we chose for our main large slicing and canning tomato. And I chose this one because it is an heirloom. It was introduced in 1908. Medium-sized fruit, and it's more round, so it shouldn't have a lot of cat facing. It's red, meaty, and flavorful. It's a good producer for fresh or canned. So I chose this one because it's going to be a little bit smaller, so we're not dealing with like the big brandy wines or anything like that, but also that it would be easy to slice. We can eat it fresh or canned, and the description on the website was wonderful, so I thought that would be a good one to do. Now the next one that we chose for, this is like our grape red tomatoes. This is Owen's request. He said he wanted a small cherry or grape tomato that would turn red when it was ripe, so he could just walk down for a quick snack, or when I'm down there working and he's down talking to me, he can just eat the red ones. And so I got this for him, and it's called Grappoli de Inverno. And it's a wonderful grape tomato of Old Italy. Flavorful little aromas are delicious and great for snacking, fresh or dried. And I had seen that a lot of people use those for sun-dried tomatoes as well. And so I thought those would be perfect for him, and so that's why I got those. Now the last one is one I had seen online, and I just happened to see when I placed my order that it was in stock at Baker Creek, and I decided to go for it. So this is the Prairie Fire tomato. So this is going to be like our multicolored one, besides our Bread's Atomic Grape. And they are long plum-shaped fruit with red and gold stripes. Wonderfully crisp and juicy tomato with intense flavor. So that is the tomato that I chose. I can't wait to try these guys. You'll notice I don't have any Berry's Crazy Cherry. I don't have any Amish paste. I don't have any Brandywine. I don't have any beefsteak. I cut out a lot of my regulars, and it's just because I'm scaling back on that kind of stuff this year, because I will show you or tell you about in an upcoming video about a big project I did and how it's going to affect our growing area. But that is it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next time.